Oh, my Fox 9, so I'm gonna name it Fox. And episode 8 of the Invincible Fight Girl, the Rusty Rumble, which pretty much this is the last day of the week of training to try to perfect the perfect punch. Doesn't seem like it's going too well. They only have 7 hours left. I can't remember what the hell. Oh, man, the 3, I would say wash-ups. I can't remember what the 3 of them that helped her out before. They pop in. The Busters pop in and pretty much say like they're having a tournament at their place, and local businesses get like a little bit of a boost. And you can go there, and eventually they do say the rules like you can choose your own partner to fight. That being said, like they only have 7 hours left for her to get 10 perfect strikes, and pretty much like they have 7 hours left. Which I'm thinking like at 7 hours, you're pretty much you're done. Like holy hell, how are you gonna get everything done in 7 hours? Especially because just to kind of correlate, they have to get from where Aunt P is to the city, and then wait for their match to eventually be They then have to run around, find someone to fight, and then from after having that, then get into match fight. Because their whole idea is that Andy will learn through fighting. That if they get a strong enough opponent, she can fight them, and she can get it done. I think like you waste like 4 hours getting there and waiting for everything, but in either case, Aunt P selling peppers there. There's a bunch of different wrestlers. It turns out M. Brandon is there. And M. Brandon drops the whole thing that, yes, Mikey did run away, but M. Brandon helped. The other brothers now understand that as well. The dad is still mad, but whatever. So I find out M. Brandon's a pretty cool guy. M. Brandon also has a boyfriend. Showtime opening act, who is his rival, who apparently tries to bring out the best in him, is always texting him pictures, and says like how they're gonna rise up together. They've been friends since they were babies, and all this other stuff. God, those skips were like perfect for every scene, huh? Like, look at that. Like, immediately just like, yeah, him pointing to himself, these two hugging, and Brandon. God, fate really made that one match up really well, huh? Yeah, this guy embarrassed the shit out of him, and pretty much opening act saying how Andy is nobody, how she looks weak, and all this other stuff. And pretty much starting like a kind of a little rivalry, I guess, with them. But yeah, these two walk off to go, I don't know, talk, kiss, one of the two. No. But yeah, so anyways, they go around trying to find an opponent for Andy. And everyone is saying no, and I'm sure there's a bunch of references. I feel like these guys are Star Wars references. There's the chairman, because he's a chair guy, but also, like a chairman. They go around trying to get Andy a fight. It doesn't seem to be working. There's this one girl. Is it Stan Hydra? I believe her name is Stan Hydra. Where she's as small as Andy, but she's like, she seems maybe a cyborg. I don't know. She's just like reading people and able to scan them. She's all, evil shadow, not evil shadow, but like I'm so edgy, shadowy kind of character. Andy can't seem to get a fight. Eventually, she goes to her Buster mom, who says, "Oh, there's one person left, and it's the Shoe, which is a guy dressed as Andy's Shoe." Which it's funny because again, I always talk about like, oh yeah, like Andy's shoes are so cool, especially with her design and everything. And then just seeing this guy, I'm like, you are a mockery. But pretty much, this is pretty much the reaction. They're like, well, Andy's not going to learn anything from fighting a low-level character. But then like, well, maybe it'll work. And I feel bad for this guy, I do. Because like, he's like, yeah, this is the first match I'll ever have. I just really want to come here to play, to have fun. And like, he eventually gets, I'll get to that. But also, eventually, Hydra fights this guy and just starts doing like these dancing with sleeves. And it just knocks him out. I don't exactly know how. again, we haven't really had magic. I guess we kind of did with like Poblana's teleporting all that, but then again, you could chalk that as, oh, it's just she's moving so fast, something like that. This girl somehow knocked this guy out with movement. I don't know if she tricked his brain or something with hypnosis, but yeah, like that happened. And pretty much them and Brandon in the fight. It's a decent fight. It's nothing really too big. Like, it's a lot of freeze frame for the different fighting things, which I get it. They gotta save up all the animation budget for actual fights. Though I do kind of want to see them like go at it. That is a little bit. I'm definitely getting Street Fighter feels. And you can tell M. Brandon's kind of like... And like M. Brandon even says, like, you need someone who will bring out your, the best in fighting in you. For which, if you can find Birdie... Because also, here's the thing, too. Andy seems to be on the cusp of actually getting to use the perfect strike. Because now she's doing the perfect strike, and it's creating shockwaves on the ground, but it's not perfected yet. But so Craig goes out to try to find wrestlers to join because any wrestler can work. Goes to this Mildew, saying like, hey, help me do this. And Mildew's like, I don't usually forgive people, but I'll forgive you today. I know these new bruisers that came by that corporate sent down to help with all this. Problana also turns out that it is Keith David, I believe, right? Because it sounds like him. Keith David pops up. He's not just a narrator again. Also, Problana's getting a little bit of, feeling like, what is she doing?
No, don't care. Not my problem. Soon those kids will be gone, and everything will be back to normal.
Business a little slow? Queso Poblana?
So he's back in this again. I don't know. The Outsider's just having fun. Or is it the Beyonder? I can't remember. I think it's Beyonder, right? I think it is Beyonder. Or is it the Outsider? Moon Girl, Devil Dino, Beyonder. No. Wait. Yeah, it's Beyonder. Okay, the Beyonder. That's it. So, anyways, this guy goes here. Mildew betrays Craig, saying that he's a cop to the Muscle, which I immediately saw the shadows. And I'm like, oh, I understand who this... I know who these idiots are. And anyways, he sees that. He sees Andy saying like, oh, she looks kind of like you when you started out. Interesting. And everyone says that he's going to stay and watch the fight. This guy is having trouble just getting in the ring, and he knocks himself out.
He's probably just taking a nap. Right?
Buster Mom's like, well, I'm sorry, kid, you're done. I guess you win. And then Craig comes in.
I saved the day!
Craig? What's he talking about?
I found you some real...
I can already see them behind you. I already see their outlines.
Guys, meet my client. Accountant girl. Accountant girl, meet...
I'm guessing they were ashamed, and so they shaved their heads. So that's gonna be a good fight. I'm honestly excited. I can't this episode 8. I still got 2 more episodes before I'm like, well, shit. But also, I'm pretty sure by the end of this fight is when she's gonna get the name the Invincible Fight Girl, because that's gonna be like everyone's gonna see just how strong she is, and eventually this I think will be what perfects it, and also will show her progress as a fighter, because obviously these guys were the first fight she ever had, and she barely won. She only fought one of them, and she might be fighting all 4 of them here. So it's going to be interesting to see. And also, I wouldn't surprise if these guys eventually become like the kind of Team Rocket has like become like good guys in a sense for Ash a little bit. Like, I wouldn't surprise if these guys become like that later on in the series. Because that's kind of what they feel like they're going to be. They're the end of the Team Rocket, where like they're a joke a little bit, but also in the first few seasons, they're pretty damn, powerful. So yeah, can't wait to see how this is going to play out. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. How much videos I've done. Links are on my Facebook, description below, or additional videos. Hopefully you enjoy this. It's going to be epic, and we will see you later. God, I can't wait to see how this is going to play out. Holy hell.